Hey, I'm back in the place in my apartment with the non-serial killer lighting. Okay, I went to a Goodwill by my apartment. I was there for 2 hours. I'm doing a thing where I'm doing 9 to 5, so I've decided I'm just gonna work at reselling from at least 9 in the morning to 5 p.m. just like it's a normal job, whether that be sourcing or listing or shipping or I guess making these videos since I'm on the clock now. So got there at 9, left at 11. I was there for 2 hours. The thrifts were kind to me. I got 3 bags of stuff, which is a little unusual. Great haul. Okay, without further ado, I showed you one of these in my last haul video. This is a Levi's. You know, I construed it as a chambray, but I think this is just light denim. I think this is an actual light denim shirt, medium wash. Long sleeve, men's large, got it for $7. Most of this stuff, I'm just gonna double my money, make $7. This is all stuff, for the most part, that either has 100% sell-through over 90 days or more than 100%. Everybody's favorite brand, Patagonia. Don't know the name of these shorts. They resemble board shorts, but are not board shorts. Flat front chino, I think they're hiking, something or other, $5. Bonobos. This item begs some comment. So I was, browsing through the racks and I found this and I ran the numbers on it. I look up current actives, what's sold over 90 days, and where the bottom of the market is in terms of the actives, because I priced to reflect and match the cheapest active comp for an item. And all those numbers checked out. I ran it through my process. It was a green light, and I still put it back on the rack. I just had this moment of cringing when I was looking at it, and it was a margin call, and I decided to put it back. And I browsed for like 20 more items and I caught myself and I was really, I really held my feet to the fire in that moment, and I was thinking, like, what was the reason for putting that back? Do I trust my process or not? Do I actually believe in what I'm advocating, and do I really think that I have an effective system that is by the numbers, makes clothing predictable, etc.? Why did I make that decision? And I realized it was just because I've sold this brand before and it took a while to sell and I had uneven success with it. And I didn't have the Pavlovian hit, the big positive hit of finding a tag like this that gives me the good feelings, even though there's equivalent reason to buy this as that, according to the numbers. This is in high demand as well as that. But I didn't get the jolt. I didn't get the shot in the arm of finding the thing that I wanted. And it goes to show that this sourcing methodology that I'm advocating is, it doesn't sound like this big radical leap, but it really is. You really have to turn off your feelings to do it if you've been reselling. If you've been reselling in the tag hunting way, it is a hard adjustment, and it's one that I'm still making, but I really believe in it. Here's the one that I did get the hit off of, Untuckit. This is one of those commonly known brands that resellers like that actually lives up to the hype. These things have 100% sell-through or better, and the floor is typically pretty high in terms of lowest priced comps. Found a couple of these. These were great. Same deal, Salt Valley Western, Pearl Snap, plaid flannel. The Pearl Snap Salt Valley shirts are the best sellers. Sell great. Don't have to sit on them barely at all. The ones with standard buttons you have to be careful with, but they are often still worth reselling. All the shirts are $7, unless otherwise specified. The Gap, been a while since I bought the Gap. This is a Pearl Snap denim shirt dress. Those are the keywords you want for this. It looks like a button-down shirt. It's just longer. Sometimes they have belts. Sometimes they just look like really, really long button-down shirts. They're a kind of dress. It's a shirt dress. Denim, good shape. Got it for $9, and these are 2X sell-through. Twice as many sold as actives, and they sell for around 30 to 40. Talked about this one before. John Varvatos men's Henley shirt. These long sleeve shirts that have a little bit of a kind of polo shirt button area and their crew neck, those are called Henleys. Varvatos is a very, very, very treacherous brand. Most of the stuff does not sell that well, but the Henley shirts sell for great money. This is, to my memory, the only long tail item that I got today. Single stitch vintage Prairie Home Companion anniversary shirt. It is single stitch, has a vintage tag. Come on, baby. Oh, all right. It's a Screen Stars XL. There are a couple comps up for 60 bucks. I'll probably list it by it now for 40. Trick Daddy CD. Another Salt Valley plaid, pearl snap, kind of a flannel material. This is a men's, what is it? Men's medium. Cool one. Diesel. Diesel stuff, way lower sell-through than you would think. However, this is a plaid pearl snap Western shirt. This is one of those cases where the demand is not as high as the supply, but the supply is overpriced. So the lowest comp on this is not in nearly as good of a color, and I think it was 25. So if I price this at 25 or 30, it should be gone. Another Untuckit, presumably the same guy. This is a linen blend short sleeve shirt. I'm typically skewing away from linen going into the fall, but why not? Interesting one here. Marine Layer is a good brand. It's not one that you can just buy uncritically. But these board shorts, this is another thing, like the linen, I'm trying not to buy summer wear. But, so there were 8 actives and 2 sold comps. The actives start at like 35 bucks. A lot of this stuff, I think it's really important to do a gut check on your pricing. Those numbers, I mean, those technically give me permission to list this at like 30, 35 bucks. It makes my skin crawl a little bit to charge that much for a used pair of swim trunks, regardless of the brand. And if I feel that way, the buyers feel that way. So if you're gonna price up an article of clothing, unless it's something that is really unique, I would listen to your gut. I think the gut trumps sometimes market logic. And this will happen, like I'll list, you list something like a pair of, like I listed a pair of Under Armour sweatpants that were a specific kind, I don't remember, some kind of gear. Under Armour loves gear. And it was up for 25, and this guy was trying to haggle me down really low, and I got a message like come on, man, they're used sweatpants. And I denied him, I declined him, and they ended up selling for, I think, full price, like 25 bucks. But most buyers don't articulate that, but most buyers are probably feeling that. If you have something that intuition says shouldn't be expensive, and it is expensive, that might be enough to turn them off from buying your thing, even though it may be the cheapest and presented really well. This is a brand I keep trying to not buy, Superdry. But I keep buying it because I look the stuff up and it has some of it 100% sell-through. These are men's chinos. They're kind of olive green, forest green. 100% sell-through on these, and a pretty high bar of entry in terms of what the lowest comps are. Probably list this for 25. I tend not to do pants, long pants, because of a number of reasons. I find them annoying, and the margins can be tricky because the shipping is more expensive, and they're harder to photograph, more time consuming. Okay, that was apparently it. So that was not bad for 2 hours. And I'm gonna spend the rest of the day listing this stuff and the stuff that I bought yesterday, and then hopefully there will be a what sold in the offing. Thank you for listening.